Sworn in blood. Strange title, you might think. But over in Matthew chapter 26, just before Jesus was crucified, they ate their final meal, and Jesus took the cup and he said, "This is my blood of the new covenant, which is shed for the many for the remission of sins." I want to draw your attention to the word covenant. He said, "This is my blood of the new covenant." We Western-minded people don't have a lot of concept about covenant. Perhaps you go back to the old Western shows, on television, you see the Indians and the white man cutting covenant. They would mix their blood together. That's what a covenant was. It's not a contract. And over in Genesis, God cut a covenant with Abraham. And he told Abraham, take an animal and split it down the halves, down the back, down the middle. And then it says that the Shekinah glory manifested between those two animals, in the halves, in the blood. And then when God could swear by no other, he swore by himself. And he entered into covenant. And when Jesus came on the scene, he said, this is a new covenant. And this is not sworn in the blood of an animal, it's sworn in his blood. Man, the power of that thing, that's sworn in the blood of the Son of God. It can't be broken. You can't put the blood back. It's sealed. It's a done deal. It's finished. He swore this covenant to us. And folks, this covenant is filled with blessings and grace and promises and favor beyond our wildest imagination. We've only began to scratch the surface of what all this covenant means. Over in Psalm 89, verse 34, God said, "My covenant I will not break, nor alter the word that's gone out of my lips." My covenant I will not break, nor will I alter the word that's gone out of my lips. God made a covenant, and God will not break that covenant. And in that covenant, you have enormous blessings and enormous promises, and God can't break them. God cannot violate that covenant. And when you understand what all is involved in that covenant, oh man, faith goes through the roof. Because you understand that God cannot violate it. He cannot break it. It's sworn in the blood of Christ, his Son. Over in the book of Hebrews in chapter 8, verse 6, it says this. Speaking of Jesus, it says, "He has obtained a more excellent ministry, inasmuch as he is also mediator of a better covenant, which was established on better promises." The new covenant is a better covenant with better promises than the old covenant. Under the old covenant, God swore he'd heal them of their sickness and their disease. We have a better covenant with better promises. Under the old covenant, one could put 1,000 to flight and two could put 10,000 to flight. We have a better covenant with better promises. The list goes on and on and on. We have a covenant with God that cannot be broken. It's sworn in the blood of his precious Son. And child of God, God will not violate that covenant. Learn your covenant rights. Get in the Word of God. Get in the new covenant. And by the new covenant, I mean everything that began in the book of Acts. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are not technically part of the new covenant, because the new covenant began after Jesus shed his blood and rose from the dead. Well, in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, he was still alive. He was walking the earth. That was part of the old covenant. Get into the epistles. Learn about the new covenant. Learn what you have. Get in agreement with God. Walk in the blessings that God has for you. God bless you. Thank you so much. I pray this has been a blessing to you.